I'm Arcadia Conrad, and I'm the creator of Department of One.
And I'm Kelsey Landon, and I play Cassandra Wheeler in Department of One.
Watching this was quite fascinating. I thought you guys captured a side of theater people which I think doesn't get shown a lot. The trouble behind the scenes of a lot of these theater actors. What was it about this story that you wanted to tell it? I've been a high school drama teacher for over 20 years and just doing such a unique job for so long. There are a lot of amazing things about it. Like you get to change the direction of people's lives. Theater is a family, but there's also the struggle of the fact that like the title says, you are a department of one, right? You're not only doing all of the tech and like making sure that the show comes together and also being a real classroom teacher. Like this is the story of a public school, theater teacher. But, these stories go on long after graduation sometimes. I've had kids come back to me, wanting help, like here. Right. Hello?
Arcadia, I think you're cutting out.
After I was their teacher. So these
Oh,
are bonds that really sort of, hello? Oh, there you go. You had cut out for just a bit right there. Yeah.
I think you're back.
Yeah. I think we're back. You guys froze, but I guess I froze. Oh. Um, so you cut off saying that kids co come back after graduation. Yeah, I've definitely had situations like the
Mhm.
situation, not as extreme in the story. And as a writer, I really wanted to look at, what happens when that theater family really has to go and deal with some sort of crisis and like how does it affect, a teacher who's constantly putting out these fires while trying to do her job. And Kelsey, what is it like to embody a character like Cassandra? Because it's quite, I would say, quite an intense role.
I thought it was great. I mean, because I think if you're anybody in the film world or the theater world or the television world, you were inspired by somebody.
Mhm.
You were inspired by a teacher, and I bet you never looked underneath to see what their life was like. And the first time I got the script, I thought, this is a really complicated person who is doing their best and kind of at a point in their life where they need to shake things up a little bit. And I had so much fun talking to Arcadia about how she wanted it to feel and what the character was struggling with. And we had a blast. It was truly one of the best on-set experiences I've had. And I've done a variety of television and film, and this was beyond my favorite. It was great.
Awesome. With a story that as complex as this was, um, how important is it to get a cast that it doesn't just know the roles, but that is able to collaborate with each other in order to kind of make this a little bit more special, much like this came out to be? One
Well,
thing
we
that
had
was really cool. Oh no, go ahead. I mean, they say that casting's 90%, right?
Mhm.
Or it's 95% when you're doing a project. And one thing that was amazing is that even from the first read through, everybody was just collaborating.
Mhm.
Everybody had ideas, people were riffing. People just really appreciated the script and they appreciated the characters. Amy Madigan, who plays Diane, she came to me and she, had some ideas for how to make her character like more annoying and so, I was like, yeah, go for it and that was really fun to work with.
Yeah. And we did have a great casting director, Josh Ropike, who was fantastic. He found us our Drew, who was delightful, our Branch, our Ellie, and our Neil. And I thought they fit so perfectly into the world that Arcadia wanted to create. It was very fun. And I will say that on set for the students, we had a full day that was just them and got to
Mhm.
be focused on the play, and we got to play games and theater games and really kind of create a small community. It was fun.
That's incredible. For indie films, usually they don't have as
big of a time frame for shooting. What was shooting like, and how long did it take to actually capture everything for this film?
It was 2 week shoot. Is that,
Yeah, about
yeah,
9 days.
yeah,
Nine
about
days.
9 days. Hmm.
Yeah. Which is a good amount for a pilot. And we had a really great line producer, Max Landworth, who helped us with a great schedule that was efficient, and made sure that we got everything we needed to get. And we shot really close to LA, which was very fun. Our school was just outside of LA.
Awesome. Now, after everything, you are bringing this to Dances with Films, which is at the iconic Hollywood TCL Chinese Theater. How does that feel?
Incredible. Just the idea that we're going to get to screen this project that's been such a labor of love in an iconic space. Also, just the fact that, a lot of the cast and crew hasn't gotten a chance to see our final cut yet. So it's going to just be a wonderful reunion. And we're just so excited to get to bring it to everybody. And, so it's just super thrilling.
Awesome. So you won't be just seeing it with an audience, you'll be seeing it for the first time with some of the cast. Reactions are you hoping to get from the cast?
Well, when Kelsey and I got to watch it together, we were like holding hands and crying. So I'm hoping that the cast will be and crew will be, cheering and really remembering what a great time we had and just, kind of marveling at the amazingness, our director John Redlinger, just the things that we were able to pull off in that length of time. And so just super, we're just hoping for a fun time.
Yeah.
Uh, and what are you hoping from the audience? What do you hope that they take away from a project like this?
Well, I hope they get excited and want to know more about the characters because the amazing thing is that we have a full season kind of written in a 3 season arc. Like I think we would love for it to find a space and an audience on kind of whatever level. But I remember watching it and being like, oh, I want to know more about this and I want to know more about that. And I think just get excited.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on this project and thank you very much for your time.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you.
you.